everyone, Sherry Lynn here. I've had a lot of requests for ground beef recipes, so today's recipe is going to be a Mexican green chili casserole, and I'm sure you guys are gonna like it. Now you can use ground beef or ground turkey. I've made it both ways and it turns out great. Check it out. Okay, so what you're gonna need for this recipe is ground beef. I use the 80-20, some green onions, a jalapeno, chopped green chilies, some taco seasoning, some sour cream, some green chili. Now this one is interesting. It's got 0 calories and only 1 grams of carbs. So I haven't tried this exact brand yet, but I'm excited to give it a try today. And then whatever type of cheese you want to put on top, a shredded cheddar would work, a taco blend would work, pepper jack is really good. I'm going to use a taco blend. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and chop up your jalapeno. If you like it really spicy, go ahead and leave the seeds in. If you're not a big fan of spice, you can take the seeds out and it makes it a little bit more mild. Once you have your jalapenos cut up, just go ahead and set them aside and chop up your green onions. Now I'm only going to use 4. If you're doing really strict keto and you don't allow yourself to have onions, by all means leave them out. I figure even though it is a root vegetable, you're using so little of them, and the amount that you're actually eating in a serving size is minimal, so I go ahead and eat onions. So if you are using onions, go ahead and chop those up and go into the green a little bit. There you go. And you can go ahead and push them aside as well. The next thing we're going to do is cook the ground beef, and you just want to cook it until you get all the pink out of it. So let's go ahead and move over to the stove and get this on. Okay, so I have my ground beef cooking, and it's got a little bit of pink left in it still, so I got to cook it a little while longer. While that's finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay, now that all the pink's out, you're going to want to go ahead and drain off the grease. So I'll do that right now. Okay, so the grease is drained out. Next, you're going to want to add about ½ a cup of your green salsa. Go ahead and mix that in. You want to turn your heat down to low and add in your taco seasoning. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Old El Paso. It's my favorite one, but this does have 3 grams of carbs in it. So if that's too high or you don't have that many left for the day, then you can go ahead and use your own seasonings. But you just want about ½ a package in here, and go ahead and give that a stir. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and add your chopped green chilies, and you don't want to drain this or anything, just right from the can in there, and mix that up. Okay, once you get your green chilies added, you're going to want to go ahead and cover it, and you're just going to simmer this for about 5 minutes or until your oven's preheated. While that's simmering, we're going to go ahead and make the cream sauce. All right, to make the cream sauce, you're going to need 8 ounces of sour cream, and just go ahead and put that in a bowl. Then you're going to add about another ½ cup of your green salsa and give that a stir. Now go ahead and add your jalapenos right to the sauce. Stir it in. And that's it. How simple is that? Now you can go ahead and make this with normal red salsa if you want, and then call it Mexican red chili casserole. Okay, once your ground beef is done simmering and your oven is preheated, we'll go ahead and assemble the casserole. All you do is dump the ground beef right into the casserole pan. Just kind of level it out in there. And then you're going to take your cream sauce and just spread it out on top of this casserole. Just give it a little spread and try to even it out. Now you're going to take about 4 ounces of cheese, and I'm just using a Mexican blend, but you can use whatever you want. Now I do like this really fine shredded. It seems to melt better, but you can grate your own. Or use whatever you have on hand. Cheddar cheese works fine. Okay, once you have your cheese, go ahead and just top it with the green onions. And there you go. Now what you want to do is pop this in the oven and cook it at 350 for 20 minutes. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the kitchen, so I'll see you guys in about 15-20 minutes. You just want to cook it until the cheese is nice and melted. Okay, so it's been about 18 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check it and see if the cheese is melted. Oh, it's delicious. So this is what it looks like. And then you're just going to want to go ahead and set it aside for about 5 minutes just for it to cool off a bit. So this is done. I'm going to go ahead and serve myself up a piece. let's go ahead and give it a try. This is just the best part of a taco or a burrito. It tastes so good. Definitely give this one a try. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of it. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm pretty sure you will. Oh, my Facebook page just launched a couple weeks ago and I've never mentioned it. It's called Fueled by Keto, so if you're on Facebook, check that out. And then if you're on Instagram, I have Fueled by Keto Sherry. So go ahead and check out those pages when you get a chance. I'd appreciate it. And have a good night.